Stevon, Next Level Mindset, bringing you another powerful and positive video. Subscribers versus views. Why it really doesn't matter and what does. I'm going to share my experience with that, some research that I've done. So make sure you watch this all the way through to the end. Got some extra bonus points, power tips, something off the script. You will not get it anywhere else like this. Let's do it. So if you're watching this right now, that's right, we are Next Level Live. Great music, entertainment, inspiration, motivation, everything we need for that next level. And if you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. So come on in to the live show, doing it just like that. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure you check the timestamps if you've got something to do. If you don't, you got some free time, hang out with me. Watch the whole show. But if you got things to do, there's timestamps. Hit the timestamps. Do it just like that. I'm going to get the music popping, doing what we're doing. I set this live stream up just like this to do two things. One, this is how I create my content anyway. And two, I want it to be live so that I can connect with my community, connect with my family. As a matter of fact, let's go to the live chat right now just to make sure, see what's going on. Before we get into the main course, if you're just joining in and if you're just coming in, subscribers versus views, I'm going to share why that really doesn't matter when it comes to growing your channel. And I'll also share what does matter. So do that with me. So checking out the live chat. As we grow, we're going to have more people coming in. We're going to have moderators to make sure that the chat is managed well. I've got some things going on with I've been learning a few extra pointers. I know how to pin the chat. This chat was entered at live in 85 minutes. I'm ready to do this. I am ready to do this. So let's do this. Let me see what we got going on. The chat looks good. Music is good. I am ready to do this and get it going. So make sure if you are watching this right now, let me know in the chat where you're watching from. I'd like to know where I'm reaching up to. Just celebrated a milestone of 100 subscribers, so I'm excited about that. And I'm just excited about being able to do something that I enjoy and have fun doing. So we're about to get this thing going right here. If you're ready to get this live show going, let me hear you say, I am. And if you're typing in the chat, type I am. And if you're watching this on a replay, put it in the comment section. I am ready to get this live show going. And we're going to do it just like that. So come on in. We're going to get it going. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this. Talking about subscribers versus views. And like I said, I'm doing 2 in 1. One, I'm doing a live show, hanging out with my family, subscribers and viewers. Gives me an opportunity to connect with you. You get a chance to connect with me. You can catch the different bloopers. One time I was recording and different things start popping on. I thought I was live and I wasn't really live. You get to see all of that behind the scenes. That's part of it. So, and the other thing is I'm creating content that you're watching. Now, if you are new to the channel, you want to see something more polished up, I've got some videos linked in the description, as well as a video pinned to the chat right now. If you want to see something polished, go check that out. Got all the edits and the cuts. But for this right here, just live streaming, hanging out, doing my thing. Getting ready to go into the second portion of this. So I'm ready to do this. Let's get it going. All right, here we go. In 3, 2. So if you're watching this video right now, you're probably someone who has your own YouTube channel. Maybe you've been on YouTube for a while, thinking about the idea of viewers versus subscribers. Which one is working best? Which one is the best? I'm going to share with you why that really doesn't matter, my own research on that, and I want to share with you what works for me, what does matter. We're going to get into it. So the first thing I want to share with you, I went to Google, did some checking. I checked out the whole scenery. Now check out what it says. What does YouTube say? It says, what does it mean if my channel gets most of its views from returning viewers This indicates that a channel has a loyal audience who is likely to return to watch more. It's common to see this trend among channels that upload consistent content about similar topics and in a familiar format. So when it comes to viewers versus subscribers, that really doesn't matter. What really matters, what I found, is the return factor, that return ability. How can we get viewers to come back and keep us on their channels, keep watching our videos? So that's the first thing. So the first thing I want to share with you that I've done on this return factor, I've learned to make videos that have a similar topic. Something that has a topic that covers certain things that we do. Learn to make videos with a similar topic. That is the first thing that has worked for me when it comes to getting viewers to come back to my channel. For example, if I was to put up a video that had something to do with barbecuing, I don't know if you'd be ready to watch that one. You may or you may not. That's not really in the topics that I've been making my videos on. I've been making my videos on music, entertainment, inspiration, and motivation. Another example is, what if I put together a video? Let's just say you clicked onto one of my videos, right? You clicked onto one of my videos, or you didn't even click. It kind of showed up top 10 ways to run a marathon. I don't know if you'd be ready to watch that, because that's not something I usually would do. So think about that when it comes to your channel. How can we make videos with a similar topic? That is one of the main things that has helped me when it comes to having a subscribability, having viewers coming in, viewers versus subscribers. It really doesn't matter. What really matters is the return factor. Can we get others to return to our channels? And the first thing that has helped me in that is to make videos with a similar topic. That's number one. The second thing that has helped me is to make sure my video links are in a certain format. I use what I created, which is the 3-5-8 rule. Think about that. 3-5-8. Let's get the obvious out the way. 8 minutes. Think about the fact that you're getting monetized. Let's say you want to get into the YouTube Partner Program, which is one of my goals, right? It says right here, when you upload videos that are 8 minutes or longer, you can enable ads during the middle of the video, known as mid-rolls, in addition to having them at the beginning and at the ends of your video. The thing about that, some content doesn't allow for it and some content does. Now, you know I wouldn't trip. You know I would not put a mid-roll in one of my videos, interrupt your viewing experience, but maybe you have that type of content. If your content calls for it, and if it allows the 8 minutes cover that you could actually have a mid-roll with your videos. 5 minutes is what I picked because it's easy to digest 5 minutes. It's easy for me to sacrifice 5 minutes on a video that I know is worth watching. 5 minutes is easy to connect with. That's where the 5 comes in. The 3 minutes is what I picked up from Sean Kennel at Think Media. He talks about how when you meet someone, when you first meet them, you're not gonna go to the beach and stay overnight in a hotel and get married on the next day, right? So what I've learned to do on my channel is to make different lengths of videos. And the 3 minutes is for those that I'm just coming in, just like you may be new to the channel. You probably are not going to commit to a 20-minute video, but 3 minutes is easy to digest. So follow what I call the 3-5-8 rule. As a matter of fact, if you're doing shorts, that's another thing that you could do. Because at the end of the day, what I've learned is that time is money. Time is not only money for us as we begin to build our channels and make money from our content. Nothing wrong with that, but it's also money when it comes to our viewers. Their time is their money. They're sacrificing their times to watch us. So that's the second thing that has helped me make my videos follow the 3-5-8 rule. And that's number 2. Now, before we go to number 3, just want to take some time, show some love. All my subscribers, all my family, you've been putting it down, coming back, the cash apps, the donations, the investments, all of that really means a lot. And if you're new here, great music, entertainment, inspiration, motivation, subscribe. Hit that bell and be the first to get my next video. Join the family. So now, this is where we take a little break and I can kind of relax for a minute. And let's go back to the chat, see what's going on. I don't want to miss anyone, just in case you do come in on the live stream. Like I said, as we grow, these things will begin to increase. And I might end up having to get some moderation, some moderators to help out. But if so, we'll make that happen just like that. Just like that. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and put something in the chat. I'll be back to the chat. So we'll come back. We'll come back here in a minute. This is one of my breaks where I kind of relax and take a little time to chill out with the family. Because I said, I'm doing this in two things. One, I'm already making content, and this is how I do it behind the scenes. And the other thing is just to hang out and connect with my family. As we grow, we'll be able to come in, and there will be more people coming in, interacting. I can pin the chat to the screen just like that. And at the end of the day, subscribers versus views is what we're talking about. And I am planning to keep this for the replay. So we'll see what's up with that. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. For example, I may look at it later on and the computer had froze up on me. Didn't even know it. I would have to take that, maybe download it and edit it for a final video. So either way it go, we're going to have a final replay. The only question is, will I keep this live stream? So we'll do it like that. Look like the chat is cool. And if you're watching and you don't really want to put anything in the chat, thank you for stopping by. We're going to go ahead and get to this third point. So let me know if you're ready to get back into this. Let me hear you say, I am. If you're ready to get back into this live stream, Next Level Live, type in the chat, leave me a comment on the replay. Say, I am ready. No doubt, I am ready to do this. So let's get back into it. So the third thing that has helped me when it comes to returnability, getting my viewers to come back, is to build a reputation for showing up. That's one thing that has helped me in my channel. Ever since I did my relaunch, I decided that there was an opportunity for me to put up a video, whether it's once every week, whether it's once every day, whether it's once every month, building a reputation for showing up, because I found out that when I show up, my viewers show up, my subscribers show up. Subscribers versus views. It really doesn't matter. What really matters is the return factor. And one of the main ways that I've got others to show back up with my channel. And one of the main ways that I've gotten others to show back up and to keep coming back, watching my content over and over, is I've built a certain reputation for showing up. Think about that in your channel. Be able to show up. Then you can walk with that confidence. You can hold your head up high. You can feel good about what you're doing. Able to have fun. And we're going to get back into that, more about fun, in a minute. But that's one thing that I've learned. Showing up, building that reputation. So think about that when it comes to your channel. When it comes to subscribers and views, what can you do to build that reputation? For example, sometimes we can do batch recording. That's when you maybe record 2 or 3 videos. I've had some things where I had times when I recorded 2 or 3 videos, but only upload 1 and keep 1 for the shelf for later on. We'll talk more about that. But that's the third thing that has helped me when it comes to returning back to my channel. How can I get viewers to come back? Using that return factor, building a reputation of showing up, just like this live stream. I want to do this more often for the family, and I will edit this for a shorter version. But part of that is just showing up, being a part of the family. So think about that in your channel. What can you do to get others to show back up? And the third thing that has helped me is building a reputation to show up. Because when I show up, they'll show up. Don't forget that. Now I do have some extra PowerPoint, some pro tips, something that I want to share with you. But before I do that, if you've enjoyed this so far, do me a favor and hit that like button. The algorithm signal will let others know this video, this video. Let them know it's worth watching if you hit the like button. Thank you. So now the first extra bonus point that I want to share with you It deals mostly with having fun. Remember I talked about earlier, building that reputation of showing up. The one thing that has helped me is to make it where I can have fun with it. You know, think about what you're doing on your channel. The simpler topics that kind of relates to that first point, making videos with a similar topic. It's a topic that you can be excited about. What do you wake up being excited about? When somebody talks to you, what are they asking your advice on? Think about that. What excites you? What gets you in the mode for talking? What is something that you could talk about for the rest of your life? Think about that. We're in this thing for the long term. So make sure you're having fun. Doing what you're doing, make sure it's something that you can enjoy it. I always say if you're not able to enjoy it, you might not want to do it. Think about that. Second PowerPoint that I want to share with you, it deals with what I talked about earlier, that batch recording. Remember that? If you have the time and you're able to do so, I've had times where I recorded several videos, having them ready and not even need them. As a matter of fact, I'll share this right here with you. I've got several videos right now that I've already recorded. They're sitting on the shelf, just waiting for me to release them, unlisted. And if something happens, maybe something might happen and I may have to go out of town, or I might get sick, or anything could happen. Those are videos that I already have lined up waiting for me. So think about that on your channel. What can you do to make videos to record videos in a batch recording, or maybe recording once a day and only uploading maybe twice a month? Always having videos on the shelf. That's the third thing. That's another PowerPoint that has helped me. Always having extra videos so that if something happened, you always got something to go for. And another thing, when we think about this recording, subscribers or views really doesn't matter. What matters is getting them to come back. And one of the ways that I've learned to do that is to build up a reputation with the YouTube system and triggering that algorithm. And one of the ways that I've been able to do that is to get my views up, to increase my views. Check out this playlist right here. I want to share that with you, how to increase your views on YouTube. I put those videos together. I think they would be great for you to watch next. So check those videos out. See me over there. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Check out my books and my music with the Amazon sites and the links in the description. Stay blessed, stay positive. I'll see you on the next level. Peace. So now that's going to cover my main content. Nobody does it like this. Nobody's doing it like this. So on that note, I like what Sean Kennel says. He said, be brief, be bright, be fun, and be done. But before I get done, let's go back to the chat one more time. See what we got. I don't want to miss anybody who shows up. And if you put something in the chat, I at least want to recognize it. And as we grow, like I said, I could be able to pin those chats to the screen. As a matter of fact, let me find one. Yeah, what about that one? I got a little situation and maybe starting a little late. The good news is that will probably be better for you. And I thought about that. You know, a lot of people are at work around this time, but this is my time when I'm in, my energy is up. I'm ready to do it. I might shift it. As a matter of fact, if you're watching this on a replay, let me know in the comments. What's a good time for you to enjoy one of my live streams? I'd like to know that. But yeah, that one right there probably worked out better for everybody because it is a little later. Just like that. Just like that. I am ready to do this. Yeah, let me know where you're watching from. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I've got to tell you about this though. I've got to tell you about this. Make sure you check out my brand new single, Nobody. Streaming everywhere your music is streamed. Apple, Spotify. It's right there on the Amazon site. That's a clip of the video I'm working on. Check it out, Nobody. Right here. You can check out the lyric video right here on my channel. So make sure you check that out with the link in the description. Don't forget about TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy will help you to create those titles and get everything you need for your next level mindset. So thank you for coming out and checking out the stream. Don't forget about that. Definitely excited about bringing that video. I'm going to be doing that pretty soon. Thinking about doing it as a premiere. Give me something to hang out with the family with. So you can do it just like that. So now, as another pointer, never let your viewers know when you're getting ready to end your video. The only difference is when you live, it's kind of hard not to do that. So, I'll take that other portion and I'll edit that down and it should have some pretty good watch time. You never know. You never know. That's the whole thing about it. But you never let your viewers know when you're finna end. The only exception is a live stream. So about to bring it to an end. But before I do that, I want to make sure one more time, before we get ready to take this thing on out. I've got the content that I need for the main video. This I'll leave up for the replay. If, you know, for some reason I'm not totally happy with it, which is not going to be perfect, I know that. But if there, for any reason I don't like it, I'll take it down. But I'll definitely have the extra one, the edited one, for the replay. So definitely come back and do that. So thank you for coming out. I'm going to get ready to wrap this on up. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming out, hanging out with me. Next Level Live, Stevon, doing it just like that. So definitely, as soon as you get finished watching this, check out those videos. If you're watching it right now, there's links in the description. You can check them out right now. If you're watching it on a replay, there's a pin, there's a comment pin, and there's also a end screen that you can check that out. So definitely do that. So check those videos out. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Grab a copy of my books and my music with the Amazon sites with the links in the description. Stay blessed. Stay positive. I'll see you on the next level. Peace.